Casper, the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost you know. You'll be the friendliest ghost you see, Casper, the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost you know. Hi again everyone, Scott Player Popcorn Fan here, and in this video I will be reviewing what is possibly a movie that I definitely grew up watching. It's not a horror film, but I do think it's fitting, especially considering that this movie came out the year I was born, in 1995, and actually pretty close to when I was born too. This movie came out in May 26th. May 26th. That was 4 days before I was born. So this movie is literally as old as I am. So I'm going to be reviewing Casper, the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost you know, the original 1995 film. And this movie was directed by Brad Silberling, I believe that's his name. I know, and one other movie that he directed was the Lemony Snicket Unfortunate Events movie that came out in 2004. He made that too as well. So he did a really good job directing the movie. You know, I think a lot of the mansion. It's an impressive set, definitely. That's easily one thing to praise about this movie is like the mansion, everything, with the way the mansion was structured, where everything was, and just all the little details in that mansion. It definitely had that haunted house or haunted mansion kind of feel to it, which I loved about the mansion. And you think of the cast, you know, Christina Ricci as Kat, and it's funny because one of the actors in this movie is Devon Sawa, and I've already talked about him a couple times in previous videos. You know, because Devon Sawa, he is on the Chucky show, and he played the lead character in Final Destination. So it's kind of become full circle as I'm reviewing different projects that Devon Sawa has been in. And Devon Sawa played the human form of Casper in this original film at the very end of the movie. So that was cool. And also, a pleasant surprise that I forgot about was that Dan Aykroyd had a cameo at the beginning of this movie as his Ghostbusters character, which was hilarious. So there's a bit of a crossover, I guess you could say, between Casper and Ghostbusters. Just seeing Dan Aykroyd in this movie, that was cool. That was very cool. And yeah, and also the composer of this movie, James Horner, because you know he also did the score for Titanic and Avatar, and he did a really good job with the score in this movie too. It's a really good score. Definitely has a very playful kind of a feel to it. Kind of reminds me of Harry Potter in some aspects, and also the cinematographer of this movie is a cinematographer that I'm sure a lot of you will recognize, Dean Cundey. Dean Cundey did the original Halloween movie. He did Back to the Future, Jurassic Park. He even did the cinematography for the second Psycho movie, Psycho 2. So definitely a lot of talent behind this movie, and it definitely shows. I think they did a really good job with the direction and the lighting and the tone, and all the actors are great in their roles, especially the actress that plays Kerrigan. She does a decent enough job as like the main villain of the movie, and also her sidekick Dibs, he was okay. You know, it was an interesting character to say the least. He kind of tried to one up her near the end of the movie. He tried to anyway. But yeah, it's a really entertaining film from beginning to end, even though some of the humor doesn't all work. I mean, granted, I still laughed a lot. Like I said, this is a movie that I grew up watching. So even some of the bad humor, I still kind of laughed at rewatching it yesterday. And it's a movie that I hold a special place in my heart because I grew up with it, you know? It's a movie that can definitely be watched around this time in Halloween because of what the movie is about and all that. So if I had to give a grade for Casper 1995, I would probably give it like an A minus. Yeah, that'd be my grade for Casper. So that should do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace. Fatso, Stretch, and Stinky? Man, these three must have had very fun parents. Wow. Very cool.